Hello and welcome back to the SPRO video channel. Today we're going to be looking at our new 5-in-1 Active Deterrence cameras with Active Deterrence capabilities, full colour night technology, two-way audio via its inbuilt speaker and microphone, audio over Cat5 and AI Pro technology. We're going to be looking at how Active Deterrence systems differ from standard CCTV systems, looking at what Active Deterrence actually is, as well as demonstrating some of the features that make Active Deterrence cameras your best bet at preventing crime before it happens. Okay, so here's the camera. It's available in 5 megapixels or 4K 8 megapixels. It's a fixed 2.8mm lens. The turrets come in white or grey, although there is also a bullet style available in white. The housing's full metal. It has a retention screw here, and if I turn it around you'll see that there is an SD card slot here. And in terms of Active Deterrence features, you've got the inbuilt speaker here for two-way audio. If I turn it back round, you've got the red and blue flashing lights, the white light LED and the inbuilt microphone. And if we take a look at the fly lead, we've got the alarm in and out cables here, the DC plug for power, RJ45 connection and audio in and out cables. Active Deterrence systems have a number of advantages. Firstly, you can make it clear that there is a working security system in place, either by having flashing lights trigger, or you can use the two-way audio to speak directly to the intruder to let them know that they're being monitored. Alternatively, you can have a siren activate, or indeed you can use one of the pre-recorded messages that give the impression that they are being watched, such as,
"This area is protected by SPRO Active Deterrence cameras."
And in aiming to prevent crime before it happens, you actually overcome a lot of the problems that you would otherwise incur. A big problem can be when an intruder covers their face, but with an Active Deterrence system that doesn't matter because you've stopped the crime before it even happened. When you compare this to a standard CCTV system, where an intruder might not notice the CCTV cameras or might not really believe that they're actually being monitored and therefore that they've got all the time in the world to break into your property, it becomes clear why more and more people are choosing Active Deterrence systems. So, as you can see, I've crossed into a specific area, which I'll show you how to set up in a moment, and I've set off the flashing lights of the Active Deterrence camera. Obviously, this is going to be quite startling to any intruder, and as we've previously discussed, as well as the flashing lights, you can have a siren sound, use a pre-recorded message, or use the two-way audio for maximum deterrence effect. Smart motion detection can be used with Active Deterrence to set up intrusion areas for specific targets. Make sure Smart Plan is switched on, go to IVS, and let's set up a couple of intrusion zones. First, let's set up an intrusion zone on the left-hand side to protect pedestrians from incoming vehicles. Essentially, we're making this a vehicle-only lane. Once the area has been drawn, we'll ask it to only target humans when they appear within this area. And once that's done, we'll set up a pre-recorded message to trigger, informing the target that this is a vehicle-only lane when this happens. When that's done, make sure you hit apply, and that's your first area set up. Now let's also set up a second intrusion zone, and let's put that one on the right hand side, and we'll treat this as a restricted parking zone. As before, we draw the area, and what we'll do then is this time we'll want it to only look for vehicles when they appear within this area, so pedestrians can cross freely without triggering the Active Deterrence cameras. We'll also set up a relevant message to trigger here as well, announcing that there is no parking here. And we hit apply, and now the intrusion areas are set up. Let's test them with a real world example. Here is the same car park scene, with a pedestrian moving freely through the area we've set up to only look for vehicles. And then we see a car passing through the area on the left without triggering the Active Deterrence. However, when the driver attempts to park in a restricted area, a relevant message is triggered.
No parking here.
The message is enough to deter the driver, who instead drives away and parks in the correct space. As the subject leaves the vehicle though, the route he takes means he enters the vehicle only lane and again triggers one of the active deterrence messages.
Vehicle lane only, no pedestrians.
Smart motion detection with active deterrence cameras is not only powerful but flexible, providing you with numerous possibilities across a variety of applications. So there you have it. Those are the SPRO active deterrence cameras. Now, any CCTV system that seeks to make deterrence its primary aim is going to be of great interest to end users, and hopefully now you can see the appeal for yourself. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe so you don't miss any future videos from us here at SPRO.